Good morning, beholders. This is going to be a little bit out of the ordinary for you guys, but I just wanted to show you. I really probably need a bigger bowl than this. Suet. So I love my little birds and I feed them all the time, and I buy suet, but then when I want to replace it, I make my own. So what I have in the bowl is Royal Wing regular classic seed. I have a little bit of organic peanut butter in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne pepper because that keeps the squirrels out of it. You don't have to put too much in, just a little bit. I cut up some cherries, so I have some dried cherries in here, but I cut them up because they're really, really big ones. So I'm just gonna add, there's probably about a third of a cup of those, and I probably have about the same of some chopped walnuts that I chopped up. So I'm gonna add those. So I have some peanut butter in there, but I also have this. So this is bacon grease that I'm going to use also as part of the suet to make the part of the fat, excuse me, for the suet. So I'll just stir this until I definitely need a bigger bowl. So I am going to grab one right now, and we're just going to split it in a bigger bowl so that we can see it works a lot better. Get out the old Pyrex. So I'm going to dump this. It's all right if it makes a mess, no big deal. So I save those little containers, and then I also have a couple little round ones that I use for a feeder that I have that is for suet balls. So those are super expensive. Like if you order them online, they're really expensive. So what I do is I take these little tiny Tupperware containers that I have, they're circular, and I make my own suet balls. And then I put them in the little Tupperware containers, and then they come out circular, and I load them up into it's like a cylinder container of suet. So anyway, I will give this a really good mix, and I'll finish it up, and then I press it into these suet containers from ones that I've purchased, and then I'll press it into each one of these, and then I will put it in the freezer, and it'll be good to go. So if anybody wants to make homemade suet, just save your bacon grease, or you can use peanut butter. You can use a combo of both, or you can use one or the other. But I think they really love the peanut butter, but the woodpeckers really do like a little bit of that bacon fat in there. So this one, they love the fruit, they love the nuts, so it's really cold. It's going to be a little bit colder the next couple days, so I figured let me get some homemade ones out and made for them and get them put outside. So you get it to the consistency where everything is just slightly mixed together, and you know it will form in the trays and harden and stay together in your either suet container. I have a couple double square ones out there and some singular ones, and then when I make the balls, I don't know if I have any on the freezer door. Let me just see real quick if I do. Yeah, here I do. So the little cylinder ones that I was talking about, I have them made in these little containers, and I just slightly grease them, and then they're frozen and they come out, and then I put it in the cylindrical feeder. So that's my little lesson for today, and I'm going to get this in the trays, get little sandwich bags around them, let them freeze, and then by tomorrow these can replace the ones that are almost gone outside. So I hope you guys enjoy the little suet lesson today. It's something different. Tonight I'm gonna actually be making some Salisbury steak. I'm just in the mood for something like that. I have some homemade mashed potatoes I made the other night that are left over, so maybe I will do a little recipe for homemade Salisbury steak. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Get out there and behold what is beautiful to you. Maybe make some suet for your bird friends. All right, guys, have a great day. Bye.